What is going on? It's your boy, Senju Kagito, back at it again. I give up. So what's going on, my ninjas? Chapter 673, very nice chapter. Starts off with Naruto doing a Magma Rasengan. He requests, I believe it's a Three-Tails Son Goku to lend him his power to do a Magma looking Rasengan, a Akainu Rasengan. And this made me think, does he possess all of the Tail Beast powers, or does he only have Son Goku power at the moment because Obito stripped some of Son Goku away from Madara? Because I don't believe it was just Three-Tails. I know he stripped like fragments of chakra from like 2 or 3 beasts from Madara. So I don't really understand that. It gave me a lot of questions, so maybe you guys can clear it up for me. So, Guy not dying. I did a review last week because last week kind of made me a bit upset, you could say, of Guy not dying. So, freaking Naruto comes, puts his hand on his chest, because obviously he can just do that now and just revives his heart chakra point bullshit. Okay, and he just revives him. And wasn't Guy's arms crumbling? Who would want to live after that? Like, I could imagine him carrying Guy over to Lee, being like, Guy Sensei's gonna be alright. And then Lee starts talking like, Guy Sensei, shut up! Let me die! I don't want to live. Who would want to live after their... I believe his arms were crumbling. Weren't they into like dust? Which I am happy. If he's gonna live, let him have to live with some impact of what he did. I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to make it sound like he did something very bad. He was obviously trying to protect the ones he cared about, but this the 8 games what they hyped up throughout the whole series, so there should be some type of repercussion to what he did. So if it's gonna be as he won't be able to do what he did before, even if it's that he can't fight, I don't mind him being a cheerful person, but if he can't fight, then I'll be happy. I'm not. That might sound a bit rough to some of you guys, but the thing is, I like it. I like animes that, you know, I don't like animes of where when characters should die and they end up living, such as Fairy Tail. And of course, Fairy Tail obviously isn't that type of series. You're not gonna get that type of stuff from Fairy Tail, and you could easily go watch other animes if you want that. I'm cool with that. It's just when it comes to Naruto, I don't want Naruto trying to pull that bull crap. If a character's supposed to die, let him die. And honestly, the whole Guy fight with Madara was kind of so predictable. It was either he was going to die or he was going to get saved by some miracle. What do you know? It's some miracle because Naruto does a new jutsu, not a new jutsu, a new ability to where he can just touch people's bodies and revive them, rejuvenate. Yeah, because I don't want Guy returning to the village talking about all that bull crap about, ha, Lee, youth, swag. I don't want him doing any of that anymore. I want him to be the same cheerful guy, but not be a shinobi as he was anymore. So tell me what you guys think about that. So Gaara's words are pretty gay. I am a huge Gaara fan. I am a almost I'm a lover of Gaara. That sounded gay. Anyway, I am a huge Gaara fan. But what he said is he admires Naruto too much at this point in the manga or in the anime, whatever. He freaking after Naruto returned Guy, freaking Gaara gets a heart on like, I can feel the hermit inside of you. Gaara, he's talking about let's be allies. I know in another translation it was let's drink sake, showing how they were going into adulthood and maturing. But in my translation, in the one I read, it was let's be allies, and I interpreted that as if Naruto becomes Hokage, he wants their villages to be close. And I can understand that he want little leaf children to be hanging out with little sand children. But I don't know, it was just kind of corny at the moment. And like I said, he admired him too much. I liked him when Gaara still had darkness within him. And I guess if you want a darkness character at the moment, that's Sasuke. But at the moment, Sasuke, his personality is too strange. It's hard to predict. It's just like what Itachi said of how Sasuke is still a empty canvas waiting to be cummed on at any second. And so I don't really know about Sasuke, but that's all I have to say about Gaara. And that Naruto's form, oh my lord, that was a beast. But first, let me start off with Sasuke. Sasuke's eye, he had one big eye and one little eye now. I don't know if he's gonna be able to like switch it off to where he can get his normal eyes back whenever he wants, like he can normally do with his Sharingan. I don't know. Maybe he'll have to live his life with that one Rinnegan is staying like that, because I hope their powers are permanent, right? I hope so. Because if it's just temporary, that'd be extremely lame. And I'm waiting to see what he could do. I'm waiting to see if he'll undergo some physical changes. Because when we first saw Naruto come back, he had no physical changes at all. But as soon as he went into Biju mode, he changed. He had some beasts behind those black orbs. But I'm not sure if Sasuke is gonna get him, because Naruto got the Senju half of the Hermit, while Sasuke got the Rinnegan. So maybe Sasuke won't undergo any physical changes, but maybe he'll undergo some if he, let's say, he does some Susanoo ribs, perhaps. And once he does Susanoo ribs, he gets like this cool form. He gets some orbs himself. That would be raw. What the hell is Naruto also doing with those 2 black staffs? What can you do with those? Shove it up your ass? That's not the point. So, Obito's request. What do you think his request could be? Is it a sexual request?
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Just kidding. She's flat-chested. No one wants Sakura. So, the only other possible thing his request could be would be to tell Sakura to give his Sharingan to Kakashi. Thing is it for Kakashi to use or Kakashi to keep? Because thing is, one Sharingan already wears Kakashi out so much of his chakra, because he's not a Uchiwa, so he can't really. I can't see him even being able to maintain 2 Sharingan. What I really did want to see was, before Obito died, if them 2 get together and they just form a Susanoo somehow. That'd be raw as hell. A dual person Susanoo, that'd be raw as hell. Think of that. Y'all saw that Shushui Susanoo. Anyway, not the point. This is a manga chapter review. So, and it's so cool how Kishimoto went about of how Rin being a medical ninja. Because when you think about it, Sakura is kind of like a later form of Rin in a way. They kind of do look a bit similar. But Rin was a medical ninja. She used her medical ninjutsu to take his eye and give it to Kakashi. So now Sakura is probably going to take his eye and give it to Kakashi. What is Obito going to do with the Rinnegan that Madara wants? That's what I am wondering. And even if Sakura, like I said, even if she takes the eye, what's she going to do with it? Now, watch her take his eyes, do some green behind stuff, take his eyes, implant it in herself, go back to the battlefield, and be like, hey guys, guess what happened while I was in the other world? I unlocked the Sharingan. Can you believe it? So I want to see what's gonna happen with that. And a lot of people are forgetting Minato's gift. A lot of people are already thinking that was the other half of the Nine Tails. Ever since he brought it up, he never really said anything about it again. So I still think Minato may still have a gift to give Naruto. Perhaps. I don't know. Kishimoto hasn't really went back to that ever since Minato first said it. And I want to see what Minato's gonna think of Naruto in this new state. I really want to see that. Like I said, Naruto's form look boss. You look boss. That's all I gotta say. And Madara up there floating above them, look, y'all little nigglets want to try me again, huh? Freaking, he looking at Sasuke. So you think you boss, cause you got one big eye. You must want to get stabbed again, you little nigga.
Bitch ass nigga!
Then he looking at Naruto.
You must want me to rip that tail beast out your ass again.
Bitch ass nigga!
So then, before that, I thought the tree was speaking to him. Okay, I was derpy. I was like, why the hell the tree talking to him? And from what I've read, it was Kaguya who was speaking to him, which I can very understand. It made so much more sense when it was Kaguya speaking to him, because even Hagoromo said that Madara isn't even trying to become closer to Hagoromo himself, but closer to his mother, Kaguya. Hagoromo even said that. I didn't think that it was actually going to happen, though. And Kaguya, being the demon person she seems to be, because when she was first introduced, she seemed to be more of a saint who stopped war. But we got more information in the most recent chapters, and it turns out she was more of a demon who kind of was a tyrant, I guess you could say. And that's who Madara is kind of aiming to be. Hagoromo spoke to Naruto and Sasuke, while Kaguya spoke to Madara, who was the evildoer. So that was extremely interesting. Who was brave enough to stick their mushroom tip into Kaguya? Because she was much of a tyrant she was. Did she just like force you? Like she just picked one random male in the crowd of people who feared her, like, come here, and then she just had his way with him. So I want to know who. I don't think we're really gonna get information on her lover, to be honest. And all this stuff of Madara getting closer to Kaguya or Hagoromo, it all just seems so very religious. These chapters have been so very religious ever since we got that chapter with the whole tree and her eating the fruit. You guys could, I don't even need to say it. It's just so many symbols out there, especially when Hagoromo said, I believe 1 or 2 chapters ago, that Madara isn't trying to get closer to him. In the ninja world, the hermit is kind of considered God, and if you guys, maybe like Christianity perhaps, people would say, oh, I'm trying to get closer to God. So when he said that, that just seemed extremely interesting to me of what Kishimoto is doing, and how Kaguya is portrayed kind of as the demon, and how Madara is trying to get closer to her instead of Hagoromo. Hagoromo, whatever his name is. That is so very interesting. So some of you guys think of that theory as well. So I'd rate this chapter 10 out of 10. It was very nice. Tell me what you guys think. I know Orochimaru, when he saw Orochimaru, imagine how much he wants Sasuke. Now I'm sure he was jizzing all over the place when he saw Sasuke's new ability. Well, not his abilities, but his new potential now. Imagine how much of a prize Sasuke is going to be to Orochimaru at this point. That's what I am waiting to see. So tell me what you guys think. I rate this chapter 10 out of 10. It was very nice. So, yeah, like I said, just tell me what you guys think, and I'll talk to you sexy people later. Deuces.
Bitch ass knuckle!